All right, let's chat about this final result for the Chargers. I mean, that was a back-and-forth game there. Nice return for Cordero Patterson as he gets the 2 touchdowns, but a losing cause for the Falcons as the Chargers managed to get the victory.
Yeah, and I just think that the Falcons defense couldn't stay up with Herbert and what he was able to do today. But it was great to see CP back and score 2 touchdowns. But they still have to shore up some things on the defensive side of the ball.
Josh Palmer, 105 yards. He went over my prop pick of 55. He dominated the game. And Herbert threw for 245. Late in the game, he made some clutch throws, big throws. They have to get more from him. He's still only averaging 5.7 per attempt.
But isn't that the offensive coordinators calling
Well,
the game
yeah.
and take better shots and
Yes,
more shots,
absolutely.
shots down the
more,
field?
more.
And you talk about Josh Palmer. I mean, Austin Eckler also had another big day for them. He continues to be one of their go-to guys. It seems like he's a guy that you just plug him in, whether he's running or catching. He's a guy that's going to get into the end zone.
He's what you call just a very good football player. No matter what he's asked to do, he produces every time he gets this opportunity.
There you see some of the fantasy recap numbers. Cordero Patterson back, 17 fantasy points for him. Just under Josh Palmer's total, as Pete mentioned, over 100 receiving yards for him today. And Austin Eckler, the 2 total touchdowns. He had 24 receiving yards, 47 rushing yards. I think his prop was 113.5 total yards going into today, so he's not going to get over that. It looks like that's what it's going to be for them. But what about this Chargers team? I mean, how big of a victory is this for them in terms of being on the road in Atlanta and getting the win?
And across country, I think it was huge for them. And now hopefully they can get Williams back, they can get Allen back. So as soon as they get some playmakers back on the offensive side of the ball and they can play better defense, it looked like they played a little better today. They have an opportunity to potentially make some noise and get in the playoffs.
Pete, what kind of potential do you see in this team once they do get healthy?
Well, they have talent all over the place. I mean, the quarterback has talent. The running back has talent. When the receivers are there, they have tons of talent. They can rush the passer. Derwin James is a heck of a player. They should be better than what they are. This might be the game that gets them going. They've had a ton of injuries. They haven't played very well. This might be the game that gets them going.
There's always a turning point in a season and to go across country and beat Atlanta, who's kind of been a hot team, and to get a victory, and then is going to be huge for them going down the road.
Pete, do you give Herbert a little bit of a pass at all, considering the fact that they have been missing so much talent?
No. I mean, he was also banged up. Let's not forget that, too. He had a rib injury that was bothering him early in the season. So I just don't like the design of the offense. I think they need to get more chunk plays out of the passing game. If he was my quarterback, I'd be getting a lot more chunk
plays. But I think because of Herbert is why they're winning games
Correct.
like this, even without their playmakers, because of his ability.
Yeah, there's a narrative that he's not a star quarterback. It was, bull. That's crap. He's a great player.
When you look at this division, I mean, Kansas City's on top. They have yet to play, but I mean, the Chargers get a 5th win. When you look at this overall AFC picture, where do the Chargers factor into it at this point?
Well, in the AFC, just look at the AFC West. What's Denver going to do when they come out of the bye? And Vegas has been struggling, but hopefully they'll continue to. And you look at the AFC in general, the picture. You have Buffalo. You have. A lot of teams that are going to be vying for that maybe wild card playoff spot. I don't think they're talented enough to win a division, but I think they're talented enough to get in the playoffs as a wild card team.
Pete?
I think so. I mean, when they're playing at their best, they're a playoff team. Everybody coming into the season thought this would be the year of the Charger. They always seem to have issues with little injuries, turnovers, bad play calling. They're better than that. This is a better football team than their record.
Do you think the coach will hold them back from getting into the playoffs?
He might.
Coaching.
And if he does, he might not be there.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.